have risen, and they have carried out innumerable attacks against Muslims for eating beef, for following their rituals during even Eid prayers. So they are also instigating separatist movements inside Bangladesh, the same way Hitler took up steps against Poland when it invaded Poland. So when the Indian ambassador to the Security Council and to the UN said that Pakistan was rather using terror tactics and jihad tactics, is rather shameful, because every nation has the right to defend itself in arms if necessary. And if, as a Muslim nation, Pakistan can call it a jihad or a holy war, a religious duty to defend Pakistan and Muslim lands. So that's not going to wash down well for the people of the region, because to us it is now almost a battle between Islam and Hindutva. Many of the Hindus in India are against this Hindutva philosophy, because this Hindutva theocracy politics is nothing but fascist, neo-Nazi tactic, and they have embarked on everything in relation to that, to materialize that. So I think India now realizes it's on the verge of being disintegrated into various parts, into more parts, because even the Sikhs have started rising. Many Bengalis in the West Bengal of Indian part have started complaining about the Hindu language dominated politics and this Hindutva. So if it continues, I think the situation is going to get worse, and Indian Muslims don't get amazed by a few Bollywood stars. Muslims in India form almost 15%, whereas only 2.3% of the Muslims of India are employed in the government services. Only 3% are employed by the Indian Army. 25% of all the street beggars in India are Muslims. 30% of all the prisoners in India are Muslims. So this will tell you a lot about the situation of Indian Muslims. They are the least educated as well. So since partition, look at Bangladesh. Our economy is in fact doing much better now, even than India. The East Bengal is now known as Bangladesh, where poorer, less educated than the West Bengalis or Indians in general. But now, look at us. Even the Muslims and the lower caste Hindus of Bangladesh are in fact richer, more educated. Literacy rate is higher than even in India, and the gender equality situation is better, much better than India even in Bangladesh. So the partition worked for Bangladesh. The partition worked for Pakistan. So for India to say that they are in Kashmir, they have acceded Kashmir, and they have cancelled Article 370, and they did that for the good of the Kashmiri people, is rubbish, absolutely rubbish, because India doesn't have the track record to back that up. And also, Kashmir people never had the right to self-determine. They were tricked throughout history. So I believe that Article 370, although India has the right to amend its constitution, but when it comes to Article 370, it deals with a questionable region of South Asia, which is an international matter. So Article 370's repercussions and implications are not India's internal matter only. We have to be concerned about Article 370 and its implications, and Kashmir is definitely an international issue. And I think if Pakistan goes to General Assembly next, and then it has already proven that it's an international issue, and it should be dealt with according to United Nations Charter, and India definitely didn't abide by the Simla Agreement, because the matter should have been discussed with Pakistan before any move could be taken against Kashmir. So Pakistan has now opened up the door to take the matter to International Court of Justice. And eventually International Court of Justice can recommend United Nations peacekeeping forces to go into Kashmir, and I'm pretty sure eventually China will stand by Pakistan, and United Kingdom has no choice but to agree that it's a matter, international matter, and because United Kingdom left it unfinished, left an apple of discord rather with this Kashmir issue. So the whole world will have to agree this is an international issue as well. And I think eventually, if it goes out of hand, that we will see a rise of more separatist and partition movements in India, definitely along the Nagaland area region, and then we know the Sikkim history, we know the Hyderabad history, and we Bangladeshis are also extremely concerned about India's Hindutva ideology. So BJP has rather caused worst harm to India than any other political party had ever done in history. So I think from the words of the Indian ambassador to the UN, we can sense fear in his tone. He's trying to rather tone it down as, everything is okay, we believe in the equality of all human beings. But that's not true, because Indian Hindutva ideology, theocracy, doesn't recognize even Islam and Abrahamic religion as a part of the Hindutva ideology. And the Indian track record, Hindu fanatic track record, even against Sikhs in 1984, is still vivid in many of our memories. So I think the situation is going to escalate, if not any war coming soon, but we'll see partition movement right inside India, and BJP will be held responsible for this, and we Bangladeshis will stand by Kashmiri people and Pakistani people, because if India ever tries to meddle in our politics, even with our sovereignty, we have to lean back on our Muslim brothers in the world. And I'm pretty sure even the United Arab Emirates, if they know the history of India regarding Kashmir, they will stand by Pakistan as well soon. And Saudi Arabia will have no choice but to stand by Pakistan, because they have a strategic alliance with Pakistani armed forces. So I think India's future regarding Kashmir is quite bleak. Entire India's future is now in dire straits. So let's see. But I think it's the worst blunder BJP government have ever done. But they will keep on bringing up such issues. They will bring up Ram temple issue next, because that's how they want to remain in power, by instigating fear, by instigating trouble, by instigating issues which can empower fascism. So that's the tactic BJP has taken up. Hate, the tactic of hate, and to stir up Hindu fanaticism. But this is going to backfire pretty sure. Because when India was partitioned into three, India remained in its, as it is now, the bigger part of India remained intact because Congress at that time, Gandhi, took up the stance of secularism. India was a pseudo-secular country thus far. But if that is gone, India will see more partition movements all over India because there are so many types of ethnic communities. They will feel threatened now. I'm pretty sure about it.